Greetings and welcome to the Tropical Beat in Richmond tonight on Comcast 95 or Verizon 36. It's my pleasure to be here. We're going to have some fun because we're talking about the state of reggae music in Richmond, Virginia. We're also talking about the state of music in Richmond, and I have as my guest today, Rasmel. Everybody knows him because he's a star in his own right. He plays with the Whalers, with AAE, the Mighty Diamonds, you name them. If they're roots rock reggae, Rasmel has a lot to do with it. How you doing tonight, my brother?
Blessed, truly blessed. How you doing?
I'm truly blessed too. Anytime we on TV, we blessed, right?
True that.
Because we both like it. Showbiz is the name of the game. Well, the mics are open. It's 915-5202. We're here to answer your questions. We are going to talk about some of everything, but basically it's about the state of reggae music. And I was just talking to Rasmel, and we were saying when I moved back to Richmond from Jamaica, it was in the 70s, like the late 70s, and reggae music was starting to get hot. I think there was a reggae club here on Harrison Street.
Well, the reggae club in Richmond didn't start until the 80s.
Till the 80s? Okay.
Yeah, because when you came back from Jamaica is when I started going to Jamaica.
Okay, right.
So that's when I was staying by Uncle Bunny's house and PJ and all, yeah.
Okay, well that's around, well, Bob Marley died in 81, right?
Right.
And was just so much history involved and so much music. But when I was working with Tropical Beat and closely aligned with Sony Music, they used to say they sold more reggae music in Richmond, Virginia than anywhere in the whole United States, even New York. And I think that was because those were the days when people were actually buying music.
Well, true, people buying music, and Richmond was a tour stop. So Third World used to come by here, Taj Mahal.
Inner Circle,
Ziggy Marley, everybody came through. And for a period of about 10, maybe the late 70s up until about, the club closed about 89.
Yeah, they needed to close it around 89. It was getting to be ridiculously crazy. That's when the hoodlums started coming in.
Well, New Horizon didn't really have gangsters. New Horizon had good food and good entertainment.
They did.
New Horizon was like the first Caribbean restaurant in Richmond. For the most part, where you could go and get peas and rice and.
Who was cooking that food?
Two sisters from Yard, best I can say. Yeah.
Oh, Yard in Richmond or Yard in Jamaica?
No, Yard come to Richmond, yeah.
Well, anyway, the mics are open. The phone is open. 915-5202. Call us and ask us anything you want to know. We'll try to answer. In the meantime, we have some video to show you, some from the Tropical Beat. So take a look and see if you enjoy it. And I'm going to wait. I'm doing this for the first time with Akil, a brother who's really handling everything. So we've never worked together. So I'm just going to keep talking until you see something on. It's kind of strange because I usually put it together in the studio, as you know, before. And we're doing it live with somebody who we've never worked together. Good. Here comes a mic. And if I remember what to push. Greetings. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I was just wondering, I'm seeing you two up there, you're bringing back a whole lot of good old memories here. What's going to happen in the future? Anything coming up?
Well, Mel, what do you think?
In the future, so far as Richmond is concerned, this weekend, there's a reggae group that I'm working with that will be at a club over in Southside, Midlothian, Virginia. The name of the club is called Wing Command. And,
Wing Command?
Wing Command on Midlothian, on Hull Street Road. In Midlothian.
In Midlothian. So reggae group, do you know the group?
Stay tuned and we'll have the information toward the end of the show.
Good deal, there you go. Yes. All right, well you guys keep it up. It's good to hear something about the music.
Oh, and we're also going to have it. People can go to www.tropicalbeat.tv on the internet and see what's up too, because we're going to be showcasing some Tropical Beat shows.
Outstanding. Thank you. Keep it up.
Call back.
Thanks.
Good to see you back.
Okay. Oh, right now, if I know how to cut it off, and I did.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, the club was the only place you could really go and get Escovitch fish,
Oh,
jerk
yeah.
chicken.
What was that
stewed
sister's
chicken.
name? I remember her.
Please don't stop me.
Oh, she was. Oh, okay. Now I remember. I do remember.
And the brother Lloyd was one of the brothers from Jamaica, and Lloyd used to help out in the kitchen too. But maybe Charlie Brown or somebody from the New Horizon will call in, and we can.
And I remember my daughter Tanya was. I don't even think she was a teenager yet. And I have a picture was in the paper with she and I and Third World. They were in town, and we were interviewing them. Inner Circle's going to be in Virginia Beach next month
for the Hampton Reggae Festival.
Yeah,
right.
So if you're interested in, and they're the guys that sing Bad Boys. Bad Boys, what you going to do?
Right, but they also come from the Jacob Miller days in the 70s. You know?
Jacob was a dear friend.
Yeah, Jacob, when I first went to Jamaica, Jacob took me under his arm, took me over to Tough Gone.
Okay.
Introduced me to Tommy Cowan and all of those.
Okay, all my friends. Jacob used to like to perform in Jamaica on the stage. This is pre-Sunsplash, and he had kind of curly hair, and he put Tanya on his shoulders, who had massive curls on her hair, and perform. So that's how many years we going back talking about it.
Jacob was a nice brother, nice.
And Sunsplash used to come through here, and in fact. That's the WKIE days. Tommy Cowan, Marcia Griffiths. In fact, we had Marcia Griffiths at the convention center many years ago.
That was Awareness Art Ensemble, Freddie McGregor, Marcia Griffiths, and I think one other act. That was a good show too.
It was a great show.
Nasty was playing drums for Freddie back then. Because I remember the whole group came and camped out at your house.
They sure did. Yeah. And we've got some great pictures from it. That was wonderful. Well, I think we have some videos now, so let's check it out and see what's going on. I'm not sure which one they're going to show you, but we'll give them a couple of minutes. I think.
In the counsel of the ungodly, the standards in the ways of sinners.
Yes, we love the vibes. It's very much like where we're from, and the people very much like our people in Jamaica. We feel very at home. We went down to Kingston, and we love Kingston, you know, so everything nice.
Tropical beat, Rasta. Aye.
This is Zingale telling you to keep on watching Tropical Beat. Keep on watching.
Well, this is Beenie Man saying, Tropical Beat is the eat. Remember that. And you can't run away from Tropical Beat. Because where there's fun, there's the sun. Beenie Man saying, love, lump sum.
Of reggae.
And we love you too, man. You're still a king of reggae.
Just struggle. Also we also continue juggle natty. It's a universal struggle. Every man want make it on the double. Bless. This is Anthony B and you're in tune to Tropical Beat. Remember, don't tune out. Rastafari.
Hey guys, welcome to the Tropical Beat. How you doing? Alright. I know this boy since he's a baby. And look at you. You look like your dad now, and sounding like him too.
Give thanks. Good.
Yeah, so listen, tomorrow now you're going to co-host a show with me.
What's up?
Okay, a Tropical Beat show with all your videos.
Right.
So what's new for you now?
New for us now? Well, right now, you know, we're in the studios working on some new singles to come out on the Ghetto Youths Camp label, you know. The Ghetto Youths crew, you know what I mean? Some collaboration singles. So that's what's going on right now, you know.
And what about you, Julian?
Well, the same, you know, one organization, one crew, you know, the Ghetto Youth, so that's what I deal with right now, you know.
But you guys have some nice videos and they're love songs. I love it. You're a lover, huh?
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
Well, listen, take care. I'm going to see you tomorrow because we're going to do a Tropical Beat show. All right?
Let's
and tell your mom hi for me. All right? Okay, that's the phone.
And if you want to catch me, you'll catch me on Tropical Beat. You'll see all the Rita Marley videos. So now, don't touch that dial. Stay tuned. Rastafari, we love you.
Jamaica, once again. I see you all over the world.
Mona, everywhere I go in this world, I see you. I am wondering what is happening.
It's the Tropical Beat man.
The Tropical Beat is
all over the world.
Well, I'm telling you, the next word, I can't say, it's like you're omnipresent. But anyway, I won't say it, but you're actually everywhere.
Yeah, and I just ran into some guys from London, and they recognized me, so they said, hey, we watched the Tropical Beat in London.
You're a famous lady. No, honestly, I've been all over because, you know, I travel a lot. And trust me, 3/4 of the place I have been to, I see you. You're always backstage, taking somebody and recording something. Yeah, you get around.
Well, I'm trying to keep up with you, okay?
Yeah.
So we can spread the message of peace, love,
and harmony. That is
harmony, justice. You told me that one. I add that to my show now, you know. Justice.
Justice. We are not leaving justice. We need justice. We don't spread nothing about peace too much because you cannot have peace without justice. So we say justice and we say love every time. Every time. But it's just like the different members of the body doing a different work. Like the eye, it is looking, and the hand, it is holding, and the feet is walking. That's how you're on the television and I'm out there on the microphone, but our objective is the same. We want to spread love and justice and harmony in the world. And this mission will be accomplished.
Huh? Yeah, well, let's talk. Oh, okay. Turn us on. Okay. All right, I'm understanding that there's no audio right now. I hope I'm on the mic. That's Dennis Brown. Dennis is dead now. And that's his son, Daniel. That was taken in Sunsplash in Jamaica, backstage one time. And his son is famous now, I think, over in London. And we were just reminiscing at all of what went on. I don't know if they have. Okay, let's give these guys. What do you call this music?
Gary.
What do you call this kind of music? In the Bahamas, we call it rake and scrape. What do you call it over here?
Gary.
Gary.
Gary. Yes, the Gary beat.
Oh, the Gary beat. All right. Okay, let's get some Gary beat going. For Sunfest, and do we have a show for you? We've got Buju Banton, oh my gosh, Diana King, Spanner Banner, Freddie McGregor, Dennis Brown, and many, many more coming up right here on this station on the Tropical Beat. Joy, my lady Joy says she's a comedian. She's gonna have to give us some jokes in a minute.
I'm a comedian every time.
But let me tell you, comedian or not, she has some serious works of art here. So when you come to Montego Bay, or Mo Bay as they say down here, you look up Joy. Joy, what style is this?
I'm at the shoes market.
Okay, and look at this. Look at this. This is nice. How much is this?
That is like for $20 American.
20 American. You can't beat this nice, thick, heavy
very nice
work of art, and it's lovely.
Yes,
but did you carve it?
No.
At least you're not lying.
I didn't carve it. I had to sell it for 10.
Uh-oh.
I got to buy it, so I got to sell it for 20.
A true businesswoman. She said she carved it, she would have sold it for 10, but since she had to buy it, you got to pay the 20 for it.
Yes, I got to make a profit off it.
Nothing wrong with that, okay?
No problem with that.
Okay, so Joy, you take care here, and it's good seeing you.
Name?
My name is Mona.
Mona?
Yes. Okay. In the Tropical Beat with Pauline, look at this beautiful piece of work. Pauline didn't do it. Did you do it, Pauline?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay, but it's beautiful. Isn't this?
The Man in the Mountain did it.
Man in the Mountain.
From the country? Yeah.
And he's a spiritual Rasta man. You can tell because this has feeling to it.
Yeah.
It has real good feeling.
That's Bob Marley there.
Oh, wow. Look at this. And you just feel it vibrating through my arm. There's a mystic in the air. Let's do.
I see 10,000 chariots. And they're going without horses. The rider, them cover them face. So you would not make them out in smoky place.
One until them gone too far, till them start up the revolution and the war. Hey, them going gone until them gone too far, till them start up the revolution and the war. But when they don't follow them system, they make a big change. Enough of them are just will think cheap clothing. But Roma go burn down in the hot sun. And tell the wicked and the heathen them fun done.
Hey! I thought you were going to be rapping. I didn't know you were going to be singing, and you sound good. Tell them who
who you are. They got to watch Tropical Beat.
This is Dearman Marley. This is Julian Marley. Watching Tropical Beat, you know. Seeing Rasta people. Alright.
Listen, thanks a lot here. Good luck to you, all right?
Yeah.
Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit. I'll hear more tonight, right? Okay, you see, you never know what you're going to see on a Tropical Beat, right, guys? Okay.
Yes. 1, 2. Inviting me is my first time. What took y'all so long?
Counsel of the ungodly, the standards in the ways of sinners. You see that in the seed of the scornful. Blessed love, this is the messenger. And my people, my brothers and sisters, you're in tune to Tropical Beat. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. We're back now. You know, I'm looking at footage. I didn't know what I was going to see, and it just took us back. Oh my gosh, so many years. And the thing that's missing is the beach and the climate. It's cold, Mel.
Yeah, welcome to North America. As Gil Scott says, winter in America.
Winter in America. We go from the tropics to here, and the tan is gone because I haven't been there for a few months, and it's time to go back. And I don't even have any free trips to give away to Jamaica right now because there's no more Air Jamaica.
What?
No.
What?
Right.
Right.
Unless they have somebody else that took it over, yeah.
I thought the government was backing up Air Jamaica.
I think they let it go, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that.
But, you know, Air Jamaica, that reminds me of, and you showed Dennis Brown, one time I was coming back from Jamaica, and Dennis and I were on the same plane.
Oh, wow.
And, oh, we got a caller.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. Good night. Hello?
Well, hi, Mona. Hi, Melvin.
Hello, dear. How are you?
That sounds like Tondi.
It's Tondi and Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. Hi, Tondi.
So we miss Mona. We miss Tropical Beat. What's going on?
Well, we're trying to get some things going on right now. We'll see if there's an interest in it, and we'll have it rocking at a reasonable time in Jamaica. I mean, in Richmond. See, that's where my heart is tonight, in Jamaica.
Well, I'm ready to do some more shows.
Okay, well, you should have been down here tonight, you know. And I think you have a partner that wants to do some more shows too, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So anyway, I just wanted to say hi to you guys. Keep the music alive. You look good. Melvin, you look good as well. What's been going on?
Just playing music around town, yeah.
Always a great musician. I always love seeing you, and my friends do as well.
Thanks, man.
Listen, did you hear me? Did you hear me telling the audience out there how Jacob Miller used to have you on his shoulders and at Sunsplash and everything? Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right then.
Well, hold on, Kyle would like to say hi. Hold on.
Hi, Kyle.
Okay.
Peace out. One love. See you.
Hi, Kyle.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for calling. I'm cutting you off. Bye. Okay, it's nice that the little ones like the reggae music as well.
You got 2 generations there. And that was one of the things I noticed about the Wailers concerts.
Really?
Wailers concerts would be grandmother, mother, could even be great-grandmother, grandmother, mother,
It's
and Pitney.
true.
Yeah?
It's true.
And that's one of the good things about going to their shows. And most of the culture roots shows are like that.
Well, you know, you have the hippie generation, and then you have the other generation, the black and white.
The children of the hippies.
The
right?
children of the hippies. That's right. I was thinking of putting together some, as we were talking earlier, some DVDs to market them with the roots rock reggae music, and the generation that would buy it would be the generation in college now. I'm thinking.
Well,
our generation's not going to spend any money on it.
Well, no. we're trying to get money from the government.
Okay,
Yeah.
So it would be the younger ones, and the music. When I went to Jamaica, the music spoke to my heart, and it's a message. Then, as much of it is now, I think it's going to come back around because it talked about being happy. embracing the children, striving for better things, feeding the poor. There was always a message in it. Bob Marley and those guys, they had, of course they talked about love too, but it wasn't about shooting and a lot of violence.
No, and that's one of the things that drew me into being a performer in that music, was I wanted to play a music that spoke to people in a humane way, you know. And when I was coming up, most of the songs, Smokey Robinson, The Temptations, Diana Ross and the Supremes, the Jackson 5, James Brown. Outside of a song, you know, I'm Black and I'm Proud, you never heard too much revolutionary music. And you went to school with Kwame Stokely Carmichael. I played for a group called Oneness of Juju, and Juju was Kwame's favorite band in the world. And he said wherever he was on the East Coast, that band had to be on the show. So I remember one time Kwame Stokely Carmichael and me sitting on a railroad track behind a club, and he looking at me going, "Ross, I really like the roster business, you know, but y'all smoke too much of that ganja."
He said that too. You know, he came to Jamaica, and I took him to meet Pilot, who had the Pan-African movement then.
Garvey,
and the Rastas came and they embraced, he and Marion McCabe, but that's when they were married. And he said, the only thing holding back Jamaica is the ganja. They stay high so much they don't realize that the injustices being done to them.
Well, getting high too, but there are medical benefits to marijuana that just the pharmaceutical industry just won't let out. Glaucoma.
Well, you know, I'm out of it. I'm not going to discuss that on television in Richmond. But in Jamaica, and having been married to a doctor too there, they had to boil the tea. They didn't smoke it. I mean, if they were using it for medicine, it wasn't something that they were going to go get something and just get high. The older people knew how to boil it, and they would give people sips of it and so forth to cure certain things.
Well, see, the older,
but the rest of those guys, and they would just get high, and then they want to eat, then they want to sleep, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah,
no revolution.
That older generation, though, is the generation that knew the plants, and we've lost that connectivity to the earth, really. Because in Jamaica, if you have a headache, there's a certain tree you go to, and you get a leaf.
Maybe
boil it.
I don't know. You know what tree you go to? Yeah. Well, I'm on the birch tree. I understand is the same tree that they get aspirin from, that they make aspirin from. So I guess that relieves the pain. But don't go out there now and try to get any, because I might not know what I'm talking about.
It might be maple, right?
Yeah, it might be the maple syrup, you know. Or it could be the dandelion. Who knows? I don't. But there are lots of books that can tell you about the plants.
And I remember I used to play for Eddie Grant. And
I liked him. He did Electric Company.
Electric Avenue.
Electric Avenue, right.
And one of his biggest hits was Joanna. Give Me Hope, Joanna, for South Africa, back during the times of apartheid, yeah. In fact, that song was banned on South African radio.
Well, it was a good song.
Yeah. But Eddie, you know, was a musician rebel.
Yeah. What happened to him?
Eddie's still living. He lives on a plantation in Barbados that was the plantation where the slave revolt in Barbados started from.
Wow.
And he now...
Is he still doing music?
Eddie is more the business guy now. He has the catalog for most of the soca calypso music coming out of Trinidad.
Okay.
So he's got Sparrow, Calypso Rose, Black Stallion.
Okay.
He's got all, you know, he's the Michael Jackson. So he's on the business.
Now, you know, Rasmel, while we're talking, the education system in the whole United States sucks big time. It's not moving along as fast as it needs. In fact, I don't think it's going back anymore, but I think it's kind of it's stagnant. And when I was growing up, music was so important. And I've read a few studies recently that show all little children need to start off doing some type of music lesson, because it opens up a segment of their brain to learning faster, especially math. You heard that?
Well, music is math. You know, you have to have a basic understanding of math, because music is 4/4 time. What is 4/4? 4/4 is 4 quarter notes.
Okay.
You know, so it starts to get into math.
Okay.
You know, your musical alphabet is A, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then you start back at A. But each one of those letters has a number: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then it goes up to 13. So there is math in music.
See, I learned something new. And I think we need to encourage it more with our children, all children.
Well,
because it's not in the schools. When we were in school, at a certain age, you had to play something. You had to play an instrument in school. And it was a public school.
Yeah, when I was in elementary school, the first thing they gave you was that black flute.
That flute,
And at that point, I didn't realize, I thought it was a toy. So I didn't pay any attention. But 2 years later, I noticed that the people who mastered that were the ones that started to play trumpets and saxophones. And now I was in the junior high school band. And I was going like, whoa, I want to play music, but, you know.
Well, you play classical guitar. Hold on just a moment. Hold that thought. Good night. Hello?
Hi, Mona?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you know, it's just very ironic that you would be talking about music and using music in schools. Just recently I was watching a video, and it was a video of a classroom high school teacher, and he's pretending that he is Tupac. You know who Tupac is, right?
Of course I do.
He's a rapper.
Not that old.
One of the rappers.
Right.
And what he has done, he's trying to teach his students quadratic equations. I don't know what you know all about that. Quadratic equations and Pythagorean theorem using rapping music. And the students are really, really enjoying, and they seem to be able to connect to the math by using music. And so we really need to continue using music in our classrooms to meet our children, particularly in today's society.
I think that's excellent. I have a couple of friends. One of them is a medical doctor, and I remember her children are the same ages as mine. And when I heard her rapping, she made a rap to teach them the multiplication tables, and I just thought it was so funny. But that's how they learned it.
Well, remember...
Yes, and you know, for parents, they can now purchase multiplication and rap. They can purchase the records with the rap on it, because I know teachers who have used it at elementary school level.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. If you think of anything else, call back.
No problem.
Okay. Well, that's nice. What were you saying?
I've noticed around the country, and in Chicago, I was with the Melodians.
Okay.
And we played
That's a big reggae group for those of you who don't know, but go on.
We played a music school that's funded by the community.
Wow. Where were you?
Chicago.
Okay.
And they went out and they got a school building renovated, and they got hundreds, they have teenagers through senior citizens as musicians coming in.
Greetings, caller. How are you?
I'm doing great, Charlene. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, too.
And you're looking great on TV as usual.
Well, I'm not in my Mona persona, but I'm getting there again.
That's good. I just wanted to say that I truly enjoy reggae music. I remember reggae, when I first started listening to reggae music, I think it was called ska back then. With a 60s group called Don Drummond and the Scotalites or something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
And they was producing they said these people produced so much records back then, and eventually united sometime like in the 80s with Jimmy Cliff and Toots, and then Bob Marley and the Weller came along.
You're right. When I first moved into Jamaica in the 60s, late 60s, there was ska, then there was rocksteady, and then reggae came. So reggae wasn't always here.
Yeah, Don Drummond was...
Exactly. And I remember they had this guy, I think his name was Millie Smalls.
Millie Smalls was a female. Millie Smalls sang with the Scatolites.
That's it. My Boy Lollipop.
My Boy Lollipop, yeah, right, exactly. And they did the Guns of Navarone.
And there you go.
Yeah.
And I used to go to Jamaica, like we used to travel there twice a year, and I just loved over there, Duns Fall, the whole 9 yards. But reggae music always been a big part of my life, because I started listening to it. Like I said, I was probably about 5 or 6 years old when I started listening to reggae music. Then it just went on and just went with the flow. But reggae music, like you were saying earlier, it wasn't about violence or anything like that. It was about humane, being human. It was just, it was just beautiful music. Everybody could feel it.
It's true. It embraces you. You cannot go to a reggae concert, a roots rock reggae, and not just come out of it feeling good. You know, like you want to do something positive.
Yeah, and I know Bob Marley, one of his favorite songs that I like was Buffalo Soldier, Dreadlock Roster. That was one of my favorite songs that I used to love by Bob Marley. And the guy, Jimmy Cliff, made that song.
The Harder They Come?
Many Rivers to Cross.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, I love that song. I still got it. I got all of that. And I got so much reggae music. It's pathetic, but I love reggae music. I always will. And my man on the left of me, on the left of you, Charlie, great job. Continue to do what you're doing. And definitely, that music there will always be something that everyone will enjoy and listen to.
Well, you know, this guy right here is modest. He can sing like Bob Marley. He can sing, I won't say better, but he has his own style. He can sing really good, and he plays the guitar. And he's a very talented writer and an artist. He can draw. So you've got a lot of talent right here. And he's traveled the world with the Wailers and with all the big roots rock reggae bands. I don't think he's missed out on any of them. And he plays that guitar like, when you go way out like, what do you play like? Like one of the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah, but when it goes way crazy and it goes way out, then it comes back and then you get that melody to it.
That's called feeling.
Right.
I said that's called feeling.
That's called feelings. Yeah.
Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Charlie.
All right, bless, boss.
Okay. I'm learning to work it.
Yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. But yeah, and I first got introduced to reggae at Hampton University.
That's where you went to school, college, right?
And for some reason or other, I used to hang around the Caribbean students and the African students.
I did too at Howard University.
I would start to hear, my mother used to have this one record, Osibisa. Osibisa came out in about 1965. They were from Ghana, but they all moved to England, and that's when, I guess, that was the beginning of the world music thing. You know, when they start talking about world music and they start Alan Fela and all of those guys into that group.
Yeah.
But Osibisa was, and they were even on CBS Records. But my mom in about 1968 bought the first one, and then when their second album came out, she bought the second one.
Wow.
Then when their third album came
out,
well, my mom was a dance teacher too.
Oh, well, that's right.
So she PE teacher, and then after school she had the girls in the dance class.
Okay.
So she was always looking for something
so that
to
was
dance
your exposure. Now, you know, my mother's elder sister, my Aunt Louise, moved to South Africa. And one of my cousins was born over there, and we're talking a long time ago. Excuse me. Hi, greetings.
Hi, I had to laugh there. I heard Mel mention Osibisa. That's part of Lafayette's Afro Rock. And with Soul Makusa and all of the boys come out of that band.
Yeah. Mama Kusa. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
Frank,
sir.
that's Frank Abel played the keyboards on that. You met my brother Frank that comes down.
From up New York.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he played keyboards on that, and they was with Yale and all of those folks, man. That was a heck of a clique back then.
Were you on there too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Ed, my husband, for those of you who can't pick him up. But I'm a musician. But music is just in your blood. I've always known. I've always been drawn to music, and not just American music. I liked. In fact, when I was 8 years old, I used to like country music. I used to play the guitar. That was my first instrument. Well, my first was violin, then guitar, and I loved country music.
Well, you know, you said that country and western. Reggae is right there with country and western music. I think that's why it's so universal. Tell them about when we were in Benin, Charlene, and took that 5-hour ride out into the bush and got out of the band, and the guy was playing One Love on his boombox.
Right.
We
in the middle of it. I mean,
the whole village came out and started dancing.
One Love, and one old-fashioned big boombox.
Hey, Ed, here's a funny one, though. There's an island off the coast of North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, the Gulags, yeah.
No, but this is not one of those. This one is called Ocracoke.
Okay, yeah.
In order to get to Ocracoke, you got to catch a ferry.
Yeah.
Ferry only runs maybe 2 times a day, but AAE went to play on Ocracoke. While we were playing at a club on Ocracoke, now, when I say there weren't too many of us, and you kind of understand what us means, when I say it wasn't too many of us on Ocracoke, they had a storm come through, and basically Ocracoke has an extension cord that runs on the seabed to the mainland for their power. The storm came through, cut the power to the mainland, choked off Ocracoke. So we had hand drums. So we pulled out the hand drums and started playing Bingy for a while in the club. You know?
I love it. I love this.
You know, it got to a point where, okay, y'all come back tomorrow night and we'll probably have power. So now Drummy Zeb and I and Chuck X are walking down the road, this dark road, to get to the place where we're staying. In the bushes, we hear this voice say, I don't know what kind of music y'all boys was playing, but I just love it. I like what you guys do. You hear? You know, so, and on top of that, Kenny Chesney did a tune with the Wailers. So, and VP Records.
Oh, yeah.
They just did reggae country. And Drummy Zeb, Ernest Williams, as you may, some of you know him as Pee Wee, but Pee Wee was working on, is working now on a country.
Well, you know, when I first
project.
went to Jamaica, and this is in the 60s, when as an adult, and, well, a young adult, we were on campus dancing, and all I could do, the beat was so, and I don't think I'm insulting anybody, but I'm saying, and I'm there with a bunch of black people of color, Jamaicans, West Indians. I said, but you're dancing like white people. I can't, it's a different beat. It was a whole different beat. And I think that's why the music is universal.
Well,
it's like
the beat of the music, I've run into a lot of Americans that say, yeah, I can play reggae. And when they start to play, reggae isn't as simple, musically speaking, as people would believe. A lot of people think it's just chinky, 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 bubba, 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 bubba. But it's where you put the chinka and where you put the bubba is what makes the room go like yucca.
Hey, we ready to party.
That's
All
it.
we need is the music. I'm going to cut you off now. Thank you. Oh, maybe he's off.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, good. That's good. Okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the party. Let's see. We're talking about music and education. In Jamaica, where the music is so popular, there's and in Africa, because I know one thing. Okay, hold on 1 minute. Excuse me again. Greetings.
Yes. Charlene, tell me, you all have been talking about reggae. What is the difference between reggae and soca that followed?
No.
Well, soca is basically calypso.
Yes.
Upbeat calypso.
And it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there, but soca and calypso come from Trinidad.
Come from Trinidad?
Right.
I first heard soca in Jamaica.
Now you had Byron Lee and the Dragoneers, that was a Jamaican group.
And they stole it from Trinidad.
Right. Yeah, they stole it, but they was master thieves now. Like George Benson would say.
Back.
George Benson's got a saying, if you got an idea, a musical idea, and you don't want me to take it, don't play it around me.
Yeah. Because Byron Lee was a great marketing person. So he took, Trinidadians, they love their music and they love their food and everything, but they kind of selfish. They keep it to themselves. Whereas Jamaicans, if you give them a chance, they'll have a Jamaican store on every corner and they'll be selling the reggae music out of the trunks of their cars or blasting it on the radio stations. That's the kind of home joke.
Well, now I got a funny story. I don't know how true this story is, but the way I heard it was one time the Mighty Sparrow had to go to Jamaica in the early 60s and do a show, a calypso show. But he had to use Jamaican musicians. Well, Jamaicans didn't really play calypso. At that time, they had ska. And when you listen to them, they're two different beats. So when Sparrow came over with the Jamaican musicians and tried to get them to play that that calypso rhythm from Trinidad, they couldn't really get it. So he told them to go chicka, 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 chicka. And so Sparrow says that's how reggae was born in Jamaica.
We don't believe that.
But that's what Sparrow...
But there's something to that. There is something to that. And Trinidad is about 1,500 miles from Jamaica. So it's not like, when I first went to Jamaica, I thought we could catch a boat and go to Trinidad in a couple of hours, but you can't. You
didn't know your geography, Shirley.
Yeah, I didn't know it then. I know it now. I learned. Well, thanks for calling in. I appreciate your input.
Okay, thank you.
Well, that's
Hey, if you have a call, don't hesitate to give us a phone call here at 915-5202.
That's right.
That's 915, yeah.
5202.
5202.
We having fun. At least I'm having fun. You having fun, Mel?
Hey, just another day in paradise.
All right, that's what I like. Except we don't have the sea, sun, sand.
But we got the hot lights.
Hot lights. Hot lights. Mel is a very talented musician. How many years? Do you still study music?
Yeah. Music is a thing that once you master it, the creative says, oh, you know it all now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's go. So, yeah, I mean, I study every day.
Okay, that's good. Just like most people that sing, they practice. Or people that play the piano, they practice every day.
Practice makes permanent.
Okay. You think it's too late for me to pick up something? Hold on. Hi, greetings. Welcome to the Tropical Beat. I'm just teasing.
Hi. How are you, Charlene?
I'm fine. How are you?
I know you don't know who you're talking to, but this is Anthony Blood Garrison, bass player of the Cats Band.
Oh, hey,
Blood.
how are you?
How you doing? We played your wedding over there in the Bahamas.
Oh, and you were so good. And at the end of the wedding ceremony, you guys played, well, at one point you started singing One Love.
Hey, wait a minute. Is this Blood?
Yes, we did. We was over in the Bahamas with you and Ed.
Yeah, that was
but
so nice.
How you been?
I'm doing fine. How? Like I had to stop looking at the phone.
Yeah, but
you
he's right
doing?
there.
I'm doing fine. Still with the Cats Band. Still doing it up.
We miss you.
We miss you too.
We had a big anniversary celebration. I was hoping we could have brought you guys over, but you know, it was a little different 10 years later.
Is this
We'll be performing over at the Doubletree Hotel this Saturday if you're in town.
Okay, Ed had a little operation. He's recuperating very well, and I don't think he's up to dancing. But give him 2 more weeks, and we'll catch up with you.
Is this the Blood from Smoking Starfire?
I hear that. Yes, right.
Back in the poison in Ujima in chapter 7 days, right?
There you go.
Yes, sir. This man right here is one of the. Yeah, you don't know me, but I know you. Yeah,
one of the top musicians, right?
Yeah.
Bless your heart,
I remember Ronnie Cox on drums. Yeah, the Ebony Island Sahara Club. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Joe Carter, Great Jose.
You name it, though.
Hey, I used to play behind Louis Kelso in chapter 7 with
Hey, that old singing Lou.
Yeah, he's still singing on here too. Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Louis Kelso, did he go to that high school in Glen Allen, Randolph?
Virginia Randolph, right?
Yeah, I knew some Kelsos. Kelso. Is that the same guy?
I don't know.
Exactly. Lou Kelso.
Okay.
He was one of the awesome singers here in town.
Okay, where's he now?
I think he's still around. I think he's with a group called, oh my God. I know the leader of the group is called Henry Patterson.
Okay. But listen, you have our numbers, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give us a call, because I want to get some stuff going. I would have had you on the show tonight with Mel.
Okay, I'll do that, Charlie.
Okay, all right. Don't forget, Nan. So thanks so much for calling in.
And God bless you.
And to you, same to you.
Bless, bud.
All right.
Okay. Well, that's one nice way to connect to people.
Yeah.
You never know who's watching community stations.
Blood, yes, indeed. I remember that guy.
Did you play with him too?
I didn't play with him. At that time, there were about 5 road bands, soul road bands, barnstorming bands that would leave Virginia, go to North South Carolina and Georgia. And they all belonged to this entertainment group called Dynamic Entertainment, which was Joe Carter and a guy named Tom Cephas. The office used to be on North Avenue in Overbrook. And the 5 bands was Poison, Starfire, Smoke, Chapter 7, and Ujima.
Greetings, how are you?
Yeah, how you doing, Miss Mona?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. I had just turned to the station when you were showing a Dennis Brown clip, and I was surprised to see you, because I noticed that from back in the day you had the Tropical Beat show, and every once in a while on Channel 11 or 13, they still show Tropical Beat like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So do that still, it's on still coming on anymore.
It was on.
Do you still going to show it in it? Is there a regular time you can see it now? Like, I take all your shows from back in the day, even your radio show.
Well, you know. Oh,
and he's sitting next to a friend of mine, Ross Mayer. He used to be my neighbor, and I used to follow him. He was with the Wellness All Ensemble. Plus, he's a good guy too. Took care of his father. And he played with Plunky. I used to go see him in a little club downtown Broad Street. Can I leave my number for Ross Mayer? Cause I know he played with the Whalers for a while, and I lost track of him.
Okay, give me your number. I have a pen.
My name is Richard from Chamberlain Avenue, next door to where he used to live. Area code 804 329 4179.
4179. Are you a musician as well?
Yeah, tell me Richard from Chamberlain Avenue.
Yep.
We used to exchange music. And Mona, thank you for the reggae from back in the day. I still have your old.
Hey, listen, Richard. Go to tropicalbeat.tv. That's www.tropicalbeat.tv. We've got a whole bunch of new stuff coming on. Still doing new shows.
Okay, say that again. What now?
It's 3 W's. www.tropicalbeat. TROPICAL. But .tv, not .com. .tv.
Okay, I got you.
And you'll see a lot of one. And spread the word, okay? And thank you for calling.
Give us that number for me.
I will. You got it. I'm tearing it off now. There you are.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah, he was a Bob Marley fan.
Was he?
Yeah, I remember him. Yep.
It's
in fact, we lived in the same apartment complex on Chamberlain Avenue. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a small world. I've gone. I've been in London and seen people from Richmond that knew me from or from the States and knew Tropical Beat.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there are things that you do that you wonder if you're crazy. Well, that's me. How did I get into this Tropical Beat? But then I always thought that was a purpose for me to introduce different tropical cultures to each other because they don't always know. I've been in Africa and had Africans to thank me. Like I've had South Africans thanking me for introducing them to some of the music from Ghana because they wouldn't have known it that much. And we were looking outside. We've had Thule from who played Rafika from The Lion King right here in Richmond, given at Maggie Walker. Just because, and I met her just by talking to someone. And it's just amazing what you can do. And that's my word of encouragement tonight. Everybody has a dream that they haven't acted on. And I'm always saying it's not too late, no matter how old or how young you are. You can reach within yourself and, just say, maybe I want to do this. And if you don't do it now, then when are you going to do it? So just reach back and either dream a new dream or grab hold of one of the old ones, because I have a lot of things I haven't finished doing yet. Don't you?
I'm still trying to play music.
Okay, well, see, this is a real musician. You know something? Did I tell you how they gave away my saxophone I had at home? Did you ever hear me play the sax?
No.
I got a nice big sax. I had given. Plunky was teaching Tariq. He tried to teach my oldest son Tariq how to play it, and he taught my youngest son Dia a little bit, and the saxophone was still sitting there. So I figured with no lessons I was going to play it. So I would just go in, and I sounded like Coltrane when he was off, just off making squeaky noises.
Well, see, now, Coltrane was scientifically correct.
Well, see, I was.
Yeah, to the uninitiated, it was off, but Coltrane was out.
Well, I mastered the loudness and the screechiness, and when I played, and our house is kind of big, everybody would just run out. So we were in the Bahamas one time, and this guy's Chippy from the King of the Junkin. Okay, Chippy broke his saxophone. He used to play really good. So the next time we went down there, Ed gave it to my saxophone and gave it to him.
Well, that's not bad.
No, it was good. And Chippy, being the marketer he is, he called the newspapers, and I got my picture all on the front page of the paper while I'm giving Chippy my saxophone, which when Dia saw it, he said, "You gave away my saxophone." But anyway, no fool, no fun, right? So back to dream and dream. So you still trying to be a good musician?
Every day, every night.
What, guitar?
Yeah.
Keyboards?
I've got a piano, upright piano at the house.
I got one too.
But I'm still trying to learn the guitar.
I have another piano now. You got to come by and see it.
Well, I mean, I can just go and do what I need to do.
I'm playing it a little bit.
But I can't get paid for it.
No, you can't get paid to play on mine.
But no. I can't get paid to play on anybody's.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Well, see, this is a professional musician. If you want to book him, just call the station. We'll give his number out. But also, There's a problem in Richmond now with them booking bands, is it? Or is it that my personification?
I think it's what you call a changing of the guards.
Okay.
Some of us, my parents listened to a music, and for me, I was lucky that they listened to Ray Charles, Jimmy Smith, Stanley Turrentine, and so the first time I heard a guitar player by the name of Kenny Burrell, my mother bought Kenny Burrell's album True Blue.
Oh, wow.
When they left the house, I snuck into the living room, took that record, and I never put it back in the bin till I wore the grooves off of it, and then I put it back in. Right? But my peers were listening to the Temptations, James Brown, and our generation of music. And when you get that hybrid, you end up with Wynton Marsalis's, Branford Marsalis's, Mark Whitfield's, James Gates. The people who come into town but carry on what happened from behind. You know, in our day it was called R&B. Nowadays R&B is called beach music. And when you go to see when you go to see the Temptations, we aren't represented in that audience.
But you know something? Everybody's talking about these guys, these musicians can't sing. Bring back the old. I'm sick of the old music. I mean, I might be one of the few ones. I'm sick of the Temptations. I'm not sick of them. I hear them now and then. But there must be some new original music that sounds good.
Well, there is. There's Boys to Men.
I mean, that's 20 years old.
Well, I mean, hey, you know, I'm not an R&B fanatic, so you know.
But it doesn't have to be R&B.
Well, no, that's true too.
It could be another type of music.
The same thing for reggae. When I was initiated into reggae, it was culture roots reggae, you know. And then you had U-Roy, who was one of the first DJs. But that was like just U-Roy and I think Delroy. Yeah. But those were, and eventually Yellow Man and Admiral Tibbet and all the rest of them started to come up into.
And they've all been here through Richmond too. They all come through here. Hold on. Greetings. Hi.
Hey, it's me again. I want you to remember to let the folks know about the double DVD package that's going to be coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Anything else?
Okay. And tell Ross Mel when we're going to jam, man. I'm almost ready.
All right, whenever you're ready. Don't want to hurt you, you know?
I know, man.
Yeah,
okay.
Just come with it, yeah.
That's it again. Reminded me, you know, we talked about this before. A lot of those guys that you saw, like Dennis Brown and some of the Marleys and so forth, I've got footage, that's worth something. So what I'm going to do is put together a couple of DVDs. Volume 1, Tropical Beat Presents, the Best of Tropical Beat series. Because like one of the brothers that called in says, the people used to record those things, and that's 20-some years ago.
I sure did.
And I've got all kinds of, in fact, Jimmy Cliff was doing a concert in South Africa about 5 years ago, and his manager, George Michelot, called me to ask me for some video that I had. They said I had the only video of him, besides for being on The Harder They Come back in the day. When he came to Richmond, I had video of him.
I remember when he came.
We got 5 minutes left. Time wasn't so bad.
No, well spent, well spent.
Yeah, well spent. Well, anyway, I want you to stay tuned to TropicalBeat.tv because we will be offering DVDs for sale. And also we'll be promoting things on Facebook. And Mel has a lot of, Mel doesn't know it yet, but he and I are going to do a book together.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got a ton of stories and I've got a ton of stories. So I can tell my bad side of the stories and put his name to it. And then I can just say, well, I'm helping him along. It's so much fun in the field with reggae music. We have all kinds of experiences. He was telling me how no, I can't say that on the air. But it's just different things that different people have done, and it's just hilarious. It's not, it's just some things, and some good things that some people have done too. Really, really, really good things. I remember, in fact, the first Tropical Beat show I ever did, I did it in Jamaica and I didn't know who I was going to have. I had Ken Booth, Tommy Cowan, Freddie McGregor, and oh gosh, I can't remember the other guy's name. But
Frankie Paul?
Huh?
Frankie Paul?
No, I wouldn't put Frankie Paul on my shows. I don't like him.
Frankie can sing.
He's got a bad character.
But he can sing.
No, but I don't care.
Well,
okay. So we will talk about that another time.
All right. You got 3 minutes.
But okay, 2 minutes. So anyway, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. I especially want to thank those that called in because it made our time go by faster. I'm so glad Rasmel came because he was able to help me get through this 60 minutes and just share some good information. And there's so much talent within this guy. He's modest, way too modest. He's done all kinds of things with all kinds of musicians. He's also well known in Jamaica. Remember that show? A couple of shows we did in New York.
Oh yeah, Tropical Beat.
Yeah, Tropical Beat. With Burning Spear.
Burning Spear, Sister Carol.
Yeah.
Blue Rhythm.
Maxie Priest.
Maxie was in the house. Maxie. That was the first time I met Maxie.
Maxie helped me do a couple of Tropical Beat shows. I saw him not too long
ago. And so in my travels with the Wailers and Culture, I always run into Maxie.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. And we've done Tropical Beat in London. Was very, very popular. If I could ever get Tani to come do some of these shows, I would maybe start it over. It's for the next generation. But in the meantime, we're going to go back over our old shows, put them together. If you like Tropical Beat, then you'll like it even better in there because we're going to jazz it up with some new openings and everything. And this artist right here is going to help me design the cover. He doesn't know it yet.
I already got the cover.
And do you know, I've been writing the Tropical Beat book for over 25 years. Every day I'd write something. So I'm going to find it, and I know where most of it is, put it together, and maybe I'll do a Kindle Fire book. How about that? With pictures. I got pictures with all the artists. So until next week, no, I can't even say until next week. If you want to see some more Tropical Beat, until next time, tune to www.tropicalbeat.tv. If you want to know more of Rasmel, call the station and we'll give you information. Those of you who know my number, call me. You want to give out your email address?
Rasmel@AOL.com.
And that's RASMEL@AOL.com.
Or you can find me at Facebook.
You can find me at Facebook. And you can go to Tropical Beat and like, or you can go to Mona and like. My regular Charlene page is all filled up with 5,300 and something.
Yeah, start a new page.
So I do have a new page book, but I don't know how to work it. So anyway, like us, call us, and enjoy reggae music. But best of all, live up to your dreams.
Bless.
Peace.
See that in the seed of the scornful. Blessed love, this is a messenger. And my people, my brothers and sisters, you're in tune to Tropical Beat. Stay tuned.
And when the sun goes down, they start dancing.